Here we are. Look at that. Live and ready. Now, I just hope that I put the link in correctly. Seriously, why does this thing keep crashing all the time? Weird. Ah, here we have it. Here we are. All right.
It's that time again.
Let's see then. What is on the kill list today?
Who have we got on the line? Oh yeah, I don't have a line.
How am I supposed to kill 100 extra? That seems really hard. Yeah. I guess we'll do bounties, although that usually takes a strain on things. Miles, for entrance, Poor Valley. Well, we'll do South.
Till then. Also, they don't like me when I do this. Yeah, no. Okay, there's not really to do there, so I guess it's the Ore Valley indeed. Maybe if I choose something that's calmer, it'll put less strain on this game.
You want to wish forever? Go right ahead. But any history book will tell you what waits at the end of that dream every time is straight up genocide.
Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant into the ground too fast. Displaced thermia has to go somewhere. Now we've got thermia fractures threatening to roast Fortuna. Nev can fix this, but he won't. Instead, he's got that mucking exploiter orb harvesting the surface thermia for quick profit. Get out there, locate a fracture, and I'll help you seal it. Oh, and Sparky, you run into that exploiter orb out there, you leg it. Once she ices up, nothing can touch her.
Let's see, we got something worth... Yeah.
Show him how it's done, Sparky. We ain't got all cycle. Rookie was wondering if you'd help her out. The vent poppers are short on parts. Would you mind nicking some K-drive bits from the corpus?
I am fire. I am death. Bom, bom, bom. I wonder if I swapped the color palettes between red and gray. I wonder if that would look better. Tat tat tat. Loading, loading, loading. Oh my god, come on! Ah, snore! Yep, I'm out of here. Abandon ship. Alright then, what else is on the menu besides for tuna? Here we go. Yep. Oh wow, the entire game is just exploding.
if there's that much on at the moment. Let's see. Still, it's always good to have a little bit of downtime at the start. Alright, fellas. Alright, this is getting out of control. We can close this down and start back up. Oh wait, I shouldn't hum. Sorry. Tra-la-la-la-la. There we go. Powering up. Warframe, soon online. What? Not working? The nerve. What's up, Orlando? I am sorry about the cold blackness that you are currently watching. I am having some small technical difficulties, but I am sure that it'll get sorted out pretty soon. Ah, there we go. Nice. Alright, here we go. But yeah, so, Orlando, how have you been? Good? I know you were. But regardless, I am asking. How have you been? Here we are. Yeah, great to hear. My day has been extremely relaxed and comfortable, I say. A free day off with just a nice time to just lay back and take it easy for once. It's been so stressful of late. There we are. Okay. What's on the kill list? I'd love to do that one actually, but I think we're gonna do a sabotage mission. 3 of those. I will answer that question, Orlando, in the smoothest way possible. I am absolutely, flawlessly, fabulously excellent. That is one way of saying it, I suppose. Absolutely flawless.
Let's go on the offensive.
Death by laser.
You found a second cache. My readings indicate one more.
Alright, getting 3 of those containers. How are you ever supposed to locate those? Slamage. Well, thank you, Orlando. And what's up, Swordy? Hat tip. Oh, come now, Swordy. Don't make him stop. I do so enjoy a good compliment. Compliment. That's not how you say it.
All the caches.
Well, yes. Naturally. Who doesn't, honestly? Who doesn't? But of course, I don't need compliments, because I already know I'm the most complimentary person ever. But, you know, it's always extra nice to, you know, get fruitcakes on top of strawberry ice cream. As you one might be able to put it. But yeah, Sword, how have you been? You good? It's been a while since we last spoke in chats. This is, well, essentially a laser beam combined with like a plasma rail rifle or something like that. So, you know, I do this whole thing where I locate an enemy that is still alive, like this guy here. Take steady aim. And then they die. Like instantly. This thing just an insane amount of damage. I'll try a small little... Oh, I was talking about your character. Oh. Oh, thanks, Orlando. Well, yeah, I mean, my character, it looks good. But if you look at it this way, it was my genius that made this good-looking character, so I still take credit and compliments. So thank you, Orlando. And yes, I have this gun, and as a melee weapon, I have this, well, this blade that is also a whip. So, you know, I can swing it around and throw out this, like, hook blade. Let me check that, Swordy. No, I'm guy. Yeah, definitely. Ah, this character is female, yes.
And this character is also a true admirer of Pyromania. This character has a lot of fire-based attacks, that you might notice. And Sword, you asked, where is that strong boy? Are you referring to Dashi or something else? Toasted. Oh, you're talking about that character. Well, Swordy, I have a lot of different ones. I would actually be happy to share some of those. You can also tell me which one you want to see me play. I'll do that after this mission.
There's the torsion beam device, but they've taken the void key. Find
Burn,
it.
motherfucker. I'm a good person. Oh yeah. Yes, I do. Don't I just look like the most beautiful thing across the galaxy? That is the truly greatest charm about Warframe. The fact that you get to make it.
Coming through that portal was a big mistake, Tenno.
Shut up and eat plasma bolts, mate.
Big mistake. Big mistake.
You're dead. Nobody listens to the dead.
What have you done to her?
I just plasma beamed her. The end.
Quick, pick up the key.
Yeah.
You got the key. Now get back to the portal.
Sure, alright, yeah, my abilities with this character include, but are not limited to, well, yeah. So my Q, I guess you can call it. I don't know actually how it really works with PC, because I actually play this on console, but
The
my
device
abilities
is set to
are...
overdrive. Get through the portal before it melts down.
I have a fireball where I just throw fire, and the opponents probably think it's very uncomfortable. I have a accelerate, which stuns nearby enemies with strong and also increases fire damage for a while. A AoE fire nova, and like the most crazy thing ever, where you essentially just ignite people as you walk around them. Whirl on Fire is one hell of a wave clearer. It
Objective
shreds
complete. The void key
small and
torsion
weak
beam
infantry
device are out of
in moments.
commission. The enemy will not be returning anytime soon. All your objectives are complete. Proceed to extraction now.
Well, this is a, oh, how can I put this? This galaxy is a very odd place to live, where, well, people aren't really normal anymore. I think we're like a couple of thousand years in the future, and, like, unless you are a Tenno, which is the setting's name for the galaxy's greatest warrior, it's not, you know, wonderful. Most normal people aren't capable of killing this much and so easily like our characters are. What was that sound?
Another job well executed.
Interesting. Yes, Orlando, I just started. Okay, I better install this. This. There we go. Pretty disappointing rewards. Ah well. Alright then, Swordy. Let me show you my collection. Yeah, that was a really wacky ability. I agree with you on that. So yeah, this is Ember. And as you can probably tell by the names and the abilities, yeah, she's a lot about fire. She likes fire. And she's also a female character. Then we have the one you saw last time I was streaming, Chroma, although my favorite skin is definitely this one. But this one is also pretty cool. And yeah, he's all about manipulating the elements and that kind of stuff. And yeah, his armor can literally just leave him and he can go, you know, start kicking ass while the armor breathes cold or, you know, an element on the enemies, and it's really funny. Then we have Banshee, which is a lot about sound-based attacks. She can both muffle herself, making her practically unnoticeable in terms of stealth, and she can also just sound blast her opponents to nothing, which is pretty cool. Then we have, let's see here, Gara, which is essentially the samurai warrior with glass. So she can do a bunch of cool stuff with that. Then we have Frost, which, I mean, judging by the name, I think you can figure out what he does. Lots of cool cold damage. We also have Umbra, which is my main character, by the way. He is my bro. I love him. He is so cool. And I'll think, I usually play with him the most. You also get him for free, actually, if you complete enough story missions. Then we have Inars, which is essentially like a mummy, all about undead stuff, and has this great ability of almost never being killed. Like, he can just siphon life from others to stay alive. And we have Haro, which is like the Dark One. Like real Sith inspiration, I think, mixed with priesthood. Who's all about sacrifice and, you know, sacrificing your own shields to gain health benefits, that sort of thing, and also protecting allies. Then there's Garuda, I think, which is essentially like matadors. Is that how you phrase it? I don't know. But also about like crimson savagery, you know, drenched in blood. I mean, those claws are there for a reason. They're a lot of fun. My second favorite, Ivara, which is a full-on huntress, and those arrows hit for an enormous amount of damage. Like, this thing can one-shot most things. Not bosses, though. But a lot of tough infantry can be absolutely destroyed, and she can, like, cloak almost constantly. It's great. Then we have Mesa, which is the gunslinger of this game, and this skin is really cool looking. I am really happy that I purchased it. Then we also have Mirage, which can make mirrors of herself, clones, apparitions, make people confused, and also kill them with that confusion, sort of. Very much a romancer, I suppose. Then we have Necros, which can bring stuff back from the dead and manipulate undead. This kind of reminds me of Championship Thresh, wouldn't you say? This is also skin that I got for a really low price. There's also Nessa, which is essentially like the playful trickster. Very similar to Fizz, actually. Probably why I like this one too. There's Nidus, which is essentially the infested of the bunch. You can use like... you can also do this little fun thing. You can open up and... basically do a lot of weird biological stuff against the enemy. Which is pretty cool. What else? Ah, yes, there's also Saren, which can commit to full-on plague war on the enemy. There's Octavia, which is a musical Warframe, if you believe it. Really wacky character. You'd be surprised how much music can kill. There's also Nova, which is like cosmic space that literally manipulates space to just Nova blast people. There is the Valkyrie, which is one of my first Warframes, which is about full-on gladiator berserk fury. Imagine Logan, you know, Wolverine. There's also Trinity, the bread and butter support of this game. And finally, Titania, which is this whole flying, very graceful Warframe that can turn itself into a little pixie and just cut people down and they have no chance of hitting you. It also has a beautiful animation when it moves around. You see butterflies and all that. So yeah, what do you think? I don't know if it's Logan Paul, it's much more in the lines of Wolverine on this one. She can pull out like brutal claws and absolutely go ham on your opponents. It's great. But it's all about appearances, isn't it though? This one is one of my favorites in terms of appearance. For some reason I've also really liked this one. There's something really beautiful about that single eye that is just gonna be glowing red when it sees the enemy, and the enemy is not gonna exist much longer. Yes. But yeah, Chroma is a fun guy. Pretty fun guy to play. Currently he's already reached max level, so until I wanna... So right now I want to level up this one, who's only 21. And of course there's also a boatload of weapons to choose between. Like wrist-mounted shock shooter. Shoots like plasma pulse energy. Lacera, which is, you know, a sword whip. I also have other things, you know, daggers, scythes, this weird thing, which is like a chain mace, like, I don't know. Normal swords, Nikanas, yep, the classical blades, giant axes, two-handed katanas, even the classical sword and shield. Daggers, twin swords, staffs, and so many other weapons I don't have yet. I've been wondering of getting some of these, but I don't really know which one yet. I've always been interested by this Redeemer, which is essentially like a gun blade. You see the two barrels there? Actually, this reminds me. Let's go and... actually, I would like to equip a new weapon. Let's equip... this one. Classical katana. Good. This one still needs to level up. Let's see what we can build. Maybe there are some weapons here. Okay, I can. Yeah, that katana is, it's pretty good actually. It has a combat style that I really like. Okay, I can make the Rubico, I can make Zebras, but I don't really... maybe. Let's see, sidearms. Can I make the Redeemer? Can make the Piranha. Still not able to make Sicarius though, that's a shame. I really should make Piranha at some point though. A lot of people say it's really good apparently. Okay, it's under melee weapons. Okay, so I can't God damn, I still don't have some of these. So close to this. Have a Reaper there. Oh man, I'm missing one piece. Alright then. I only need one more piece for that Shiv though. Chivalry. Chivalry. Extracts. Ho hum, it seems. Not a lot of stuff to build at the moment. Yes. Well then, to adventure.
Ain't nothing for Nora in the real world except trouble. Trouble. And a few yahoos she could box for a century.
Okay, do we have anything? Sabotage, excellent. And it's on the kill list, right?
Nora's got the goods for one lucky dreamer.
Excellent.
You know it.
Alright, let's do this. Well, in this game, Sword, to get items, weapons, warframes, or champions, customization, all of that, to get any of those pieces, you have to build them in your forgery, I suppose you can say it. My cousin says... Anyways, and to get those components, you sometimes have to farm for them, sometimes you can buy them, sometimes you have to unlock them. And here is a special way, because most weapons in this game, the prime weapons, are only available through this here. So you see the possible rewards. You might not be able to see it because the chat is a little bit in the way, but these relics you can get from completing missions, and these relics all have different items that they can potentially drop. And the chance gets higher depending. And so you can enter this special mission, where you'll fight slightly tougher enemies, not that big really. And so you select the relic, have it equipped, and you start a mission. And then we will do it. And that's a pretty cool name, Orlando. If your cousin says that his name is Agina, like, sounds magical.
You need more to open that relic.
Which one do I have equipped? Oh really? That's great to hear. A big fan of Warframe, or... Or really the ShadyGoats? That sounds really awesome. Moi. Well, that is really nice to hear. I appreciate that. You can tell her that. She should join us in chat if she's if she really wants to. You know, I think I've actually heard of your sister, potentially. I don't know. Maybe I think Dash is, we've talked about her previously, maybe? I'm not sure.
Target found. Destroy it. Target destroyed. Proceed to the extraction point.
Oh my god.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Alright. What's that done with? Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not that amazing. Or maybe I am. Who knows? That's one way of pronouncing my name. What's up, Alan? It's good to see you. What do we get? Oh, cool! We got a Mesa Prime system. Nice. That's what I'm telling you, fellas. If you get the luck of getting the piece that is rare in this game, these pieces, you can trade them for the in-game currency. And you can buy cosmetics with those. Ah, good luck with that, Alan. Kick some ass, will you? Well, it's good to know that you'll be listening in on this one. Let's go with this one. Is that a question to me, Alan, or... What did Orlando say? One moment, mates. Alan, you always know how to reply. And by the way, Orlando, yes, I'm currently single. Currently pursuing, you know, work and jobs, studies and likes. So yeah, don't really have time for things like that.
The enemies are dropping reactant. The reactant is
I know if Dashi has taught me anything is that being single means that you have a lot more time on your hand. And so right now I would like to have a lot of time for myself. Oh, I'm just eating some classic potatoes and some good like steaks on the side. It's very yummy. But I actually gotta ask y'all fellas, how have you been? Because there's been a little bit of a slowdown in streams, you know, for a good 2-3 days. I mean, I wasn't available, and nor was Dashi, and I'm also very sorry about that, actually. I was supposed to have been streaming on Monday, but, well, let's just say, you know, real life got in the way, and it was so much on my plate that I couldn't. But I hope that you can enjoy this little stream, even though there's no Dashi in it. But
target destroyed. Proceed to the extraction point.
You know, Dashi's not going to be available until, like, I believe the end of this week. Ah, vaccination. Oh yeah, I remember that. That's been a fun thing. I remember that when I was younger, I was so deadly afraid of needles that, like, I hid away when my school had it. And so I thought I actually successfully dodged vaccination until, like, over the entire summer. But when, like, school started again, they basically called me from the side. It's like, hey dude, it says here you never took your shot. And I'm like, yeah, you gotta take it. No, oh my god, no. And I took it, and, you know, I got over it. But you know, there's no point trying to really just dodge it unless you specifically go out of your way to avoid it, because they're gonna get you. I was. But I don't know, you can judge me when I was how young? Like 12 or something like that? Lag. Guys, please. Yep. Oh, that makes sense, but also not, because I totally take vacation. I'm all about them vacation. I mean, I'm gonna take vacation this summer. Which is a little bit of a shame, actually. Originally, when I took my vacation during this summer, I was gonna visit Dashi in LA. But, well, yeah, it's not gonna be off. Ugh, and it sucks. What do we get? Ooh, a type bomb? What's a type? Obviously I am. Obviously. Was there ever any doubt?
Words coming in, so many.
Hey, that's not nice.
Nora is just
It's not nice to lie, Sorry. I should do that. Obviously. The King of Kings. Although I would prefer Emperor, personally. Alright, is that all the sabotage missions I need to do?
It's that time again, dreamers.
Okay, rescue is complete. Relics, 926. Excellent, that's done. Okay, I can't do those. You know, if you want to study Warhammer, I could help. The discussions would be, you know, pretty long, but you might actually experience some levels of awesome sadness, happiness, laughter, you know, cool drama. You know, COD, all joking aside, Warhammer is a very deep thing, and it's a little hard to really know where to start. That is fine, Alan. That is. Don't worry. Sorry, Alan. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes I just forget. But
It's time for Nora to say goodnight.
the thing about Warhammer, it's you kind of have to jump into it a little bit yourself. I would recommend the wiki. Just a few full-on front page is a pretty good place to start. Otherwise, I could give you a good Cliff's Note version that is, you know, simplistic, because I'm used to talking with people who don't understand it. If you do actually get to the point where you can understand it, you know, those fucking losers in the local Warhammer store, they are surprisingly cool people. You know, because anybody who goes there, because I've been to those stores. Oh, Jesus Christ, you gonna do that? Alan, we are talking about 800 episodes, of which probably 200 of those are just pure filler. Oh God, I wouldn't go in within a 60 kilometers of that thing. That's too much. I would personally recommend Pokemon if nothing else. Yeah, get your jokes out of the way. What can I say? I have some enjoyment of it. I've watched them since I was a little kid. But good luck with that, Orlando. Anyway, going back to the Warhammer thing, I was actually planning on, at some point, perhaps show you guys one of my favorite Warhammer 40k video games. It's called Warhammer Space Marines. Who knows? Maybe some of you would get interested in that. I could play it now if you want. Yes, maybe. I'm just saying. Look, I love Fairy Tail, okay? Fairy Tail is legitimately good. It has some of the best dubbing I've ever seen. And I have seen my fair share of anime. I have read through a lot of garbage manga, and I can tell what is good and what is not good. Fairy Tail is excellent. Yeah. Hey, Alan, come on, that hurts. I am hurt. Sword. Yo, dude. Like, you might be spoiling for other people. You gotta chill, man. Well, I mean, there was that thing when it happened, and, well, Toasted Dragon was the result from that. No spoilers. Except I totally did. Yeah. I actually haven't finished the series. I mean, the last Dubs season is coming out now. I'm gonna watch it in one big pile, but I have a general understanding of what is gonna happen. The demon. I think that was called the Tartarus arc. I thought that one was a little bit eh. My personal two favorites are the Tenro Island and the tournament. Holy sh! I love that tournament. It was amazing. I even remember when I watched the finale to the tournament. Yeah, like, seriously, you know, during that finale when they were all, you know, fighting to win it, I was literally, you know, it was late. It was 1 or like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't stop watching. I just had to go next episode. And during that final thing, as they just like were kicking so much ass, I was constantly just saying, "Hell yeah, Hell yeah! I haven't been in that type of mood since I watched Lord of the Rings. It was on that level of just investment and just gratification. Although you are right, sometimes Fairy Tail is a little too anime-ish, right? It's like, yeah. Ivory. There's actually a lot of redheads. You know, you are so right. So many times, friendship is just the be-all, end-all, I win button. I get that. But I ultimately like Tender Island quite a lot. It's, again, my favorite. Hades was such a cool villain. Ursa Scarlet. The Queen of Fairies, I believe. Oh man, yeah, that was pretty intense. I thought that fight was pretty good, actually. But I understand what you mean. Like, sometimes the whole friendship is just, you know, always wins the day, can be a little bit too much. But I really like Fairy Tail just because the main theme of Fairy Tail, which is, you know, something many animes don't do, and that is, we're all in this together, and we don't win alone. You can't just take on the entire world alone. Every single fight, pretty much, is because they have help and they support each other, you know? Natsu would have been dead at the very first episode, pretty much, if it wasn't for others who helped him out. Oh, Alan, Hades was, you know, the old master, you know, of Fairy Tail, the one who fell to the dark side. I thought he had such good presentation. His dubbing is really good, and I just loved how he just silently just stepped forward, and you know, the old Makarov just says, like, "You traitor, how could you do this?" And he's just silent, he doesn't say anything, he just bashes him into the ground. Oh my god, just absolutely brutalizes him and just walks off. There is a just sickness in it that I really like, where you as the audience understands what's going on, and like the good character is in shock and demands an explanation. You understand it, but the villain isn't gonna give him, you know, the satisfaction of doing expository dialogue, and just gonna do actions and just gonna own the fucker. It's, yeah. And no, the blue-haired guy was Jalal, and he has probably one of the best themes, actually, when it comes to Fairy Tail, except for the classical good music, by the way. What else? Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, precisely. You get me, Alan. Then there's also, a fun fact, my favorite character is actually Lucy, Heartfilia. And, you know, it's really funny, because, I can definitely give you some. Let me finish off this little, you know, I getcha. But let me explain first. There is nothing wrong with being white. There's nothing wrong with being blonde. That is racism. Our world is already becoming extremely white racist in way. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother talking about that. No. Over there. I like Lucy a lot because she is the main character. She is also one of the weakest ones. You know, she is the one who's so morally strong. I care about her quite a lot as a character. And every time they sexualize her, I just get annoyed. It's like, dude, you don't have to do that to make me appreciate this character. I already sympathize with her. Her only flaw, really, is that she is too kind, like, unnaturally kind. Like, there are limits, right? Oh yeah, Gajiel. I am amazed I remember all of their names. That's how often I've seen the manga. Same time. Oh yeah, the God Killer Fire. Oh yeah, I remember that. Honestly though, if this power can kill gods, really, for some reason, I have a strong doubt that it can kill gods. I think that is like, when I saw that the first time, I was like, that's bullshit. That is such bullshit. I think Swordsman is talking about the Tender Island when they fought Hades and the likes. Oh, actually, one character that is my second favorite, although I would almost argue actually my favorite, equally just both Lucy and the other one, was Loxus. He is awesome. Swordsman talking about that one. It was when Natsu fought the crazy asshole, yeah. Okay, Alan. Y'all need to learn who them Loxus guy is. He is like the most awesome of the awesome. Like, it's really funny. I watched him the first time, and he's like, "Oh my god, you're a fucking asshole." It's like, I laughed, like, this guy is such a fucking asshole. My little bro, when I said him, like, he is so awesome, he's like, dude, why would you like this guy? He's such a freaking asshole. He's like, he's the biggest bitch I've ever seen. And I'm like, yeah, he is. You'll come, but, you know, you'll come around to like him. Yeah, exactly, the lightning. Oh yeah, he's freaking awesome. 'Cause, yeah. And raise his arm. Like, that one moment, for example, in the, gladiatorial event where he fights a saint, you know, one of the most uber powerful magic characters, and he just gets knocked into the ground with a karate chop, and he just, "What, you're free," and just boom, uppercuts, and just the entire audience is just in shock that this guy actually managed to punch back. It's like, whoa! And I was, you know, watching that episode, and I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, exactly, Swordsman. I thought, like, when he was an asshole jackass, I laughed, like, my god, you're a fucking piece of shit. It's almost comical. But then he turned around and became awesome, you know, humble and kind, and yet still has a little bit of an edge to him. That still makes him great. And his English voice actor is one of my favorites, actually. I really like the guy they chose to dub Loxus. He's great. A fun fact, the guy who voice acts Loxus also voice acts, let's see, Garrosh Hellscream from World of Warcraft. Pretty popular character if you've heard of him. I'm pretty well versed in Warcraft, if you want to know. He also voice acts another character that I really enjoy from a fighting game. Have anybody of you ever heard of Blaze Blue? Because he voice acts a character there called Ragnar the Blood Edge. He does a lot of cool dubbing. He has this really good talent with putting in swear words and just making them sound so au naturel. Well, most people have heard about Minecraft, Alan, so you're not wrong about that. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, that was funny too. It's also really cool when you go into the backstory of her, and she has one hell of a backstory, right? No spoilers, please. Let's just... We don't know if there might be somebody that's watching this. I mean, if you think it was gay as fuck, then more power to you, I guess. Man, do you have something against girls, Alan? Sexist much? Nah. But, Alan, you wanted to know about animes that I could recommend. Let's see here. Okay, so... yeah. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is pretty good. Do not, under any circumstances, watch just Full Metal Alchemist, the first one. It's gutter trash, in my opinion. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the proper one. Yes. Bleach is something you can consider, but 800 episodes with a promise that it's going to be 1,000 episodes by the end, I mean, that's a little daunting. And that's something I'm not going to try. Or wait, no, wait. Man, I think I'm mixing them up. Right, I actually watched Bleach. I didn't really enjoy it that much. Yeah. I was talking about One Piece. Yeah, One Piece was the one who has about 1,000 episodes, and so that can be a little hard to get into. What else? I mean, if you wanna... Right, actually, I've heard Seven Deadly Sins. Oh, actually, I have a really good one that I think you might love. Yeah. Actually, I'm with you, Alan. Sorry. Alan. I liked Bleach a little bit in the beginning, but then it goes into this whole, we go to the afterlife, where it's like... It's shit. Why would anybody go to the afterlife? Why does the afterlife have currency, poverty, politics? And why do people live in squalors? Like, what the fuck? Did we fight this hard to get people here? Why is it so devolved? Why are they living in dirt houses? Okay, I can recommend Overlord, Alan. Although I would almost recommend the subbed version, just because the voice actor is actually better. But that's up to you. Overlord is a lot of fun. About the necromantic lord who is a good person, sorta. You know, Cole Cackle is a good person. Yeah, I think it's pretty satisfying. But what I definitely would recommend you is Cowboy Bebop. That anime is kick-ass. Actually, yes, I've started watching The Rise of the Shield Hero. You know, I'm gonna go and take a short little drop into... I'm gonna talk a little bit quickly about animes and mangas. You people have no idea how many otherworldly stories exist in anime. So many times, like, oh, a character, like, I don't know, a normal teenager, because it has to be a teenager, dies, and he is pitied by the god or some nonsense, and he's reincarnated in another world, where he gets all the cool toys, and, you know, becomes overpowered, and he gets to go around and have fun and, you know, be overpowered. That is so common to do. But there are some of those stories who are actually good. So, otherworldly stories where a character is transported to another world and have awesome adventures are Overlord, Rise of the Shield Hero, and I think there was one too, that one time I was reincarnated as a slime. Those three are actually pretty good. I would give you a recommendation to check those out. Those three otherworldly stories. Other than those three, I would please. Alright, Alan, watch Cowboy Bebop. It's amazing. It is, actually I haven't watched that one, sorry. Without government, drama, and some romance. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop. It's actually an old anime. It came out during the 1992, actually. So it has this old style, but it's a sci-fi western. If you've ever watched Firefly, this is a good likeness. And the main character is just smooth as butter, right? The action is great. The English dubbing is amazing. And it's just a really fascinating setting. Oh yeah, Sword Art Online. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, there's also, you know, what was that called? Death Note, but there's that. I have watched Sword Art Online, and I'll be honest, that anime annoyed me with the amount of wasted potential. I even checked it out, the most recent edition, which is really funny. I watched and it's like, this is a nice improvement. The main character isn't, you know, uninteresting and overpowered and just goody two-shoed. Like, or actually, no, he's still goody two-shoed, but he's not overpowered, annoyingly overpowered. And then they go into the same old, boring, absolute rape monsters. You know, Apparently, in Sword Art Online, every single guy that isn't the main character or friend is like a murderous rapist. It's honestly insulting to make villains that pathetically weak. So yes, Alan, I watched Season 3. It's better than Season 2, that's for sure. And it's better than Season 1, because Season 1 was only good for its 2 episodes. It's not really worth it. I don't think... You can honestly spend your time watching better stuff, my friend. I don't know. Go and watch... Cowboy Bebop. Oh, you watched everything? I am so sorry. Some of it is good, but yeah. Actually, yeah, Castlevania is also pretty good. That's definitely worth a look. Incredibly brutal, incredibly bloody, but it is loyal to the game. Please, Alan, please watch it. You're gonna love it. I love the kind of woman who can kick my ass. Whoop-bam! They have some awesome choice of music, too. Great to hear that, Alan. Oh, really? For me, it's almost too much. It's really funny that anime can very easily just go to the absolute super extreme with gore flying like it's made of, like the people are blood piñatas. But some people really enjoy that. I fully get it. And it's not, you know, yeah, baby murder. Baby murder. Yeah, that's something that makes you think in the night, isn't it? But you know, we all have to be monsters, except you know when you're evil, then you're evil because evil. I want to look as I want to pick my main as I have this wonderful conversation with y'all. I don't know if I'd call it cool. I would just call it, well, nerve-wracking, I guess. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, now I'm handsome. I'm the most beautiful thing since beauty. Yeah, I am sort of looking forward to it. I think though my the black can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I usually when a series ends, I usually take like I almost just forget about it because I kind of learned that being hyped about something doesn't really lead you to much. And it's better to be hyped when it's out and just be completely apathetic towards it until it's not. So I'm like, oh, the season is over. Like, well, that's exciting. Let's be excited about something that we actually have now. And, you know, Rise of the Shield Hero, I really enjoy right now. That one time I got reincarnated as a slime is pretty good because there's a lot of statesman building there. And, you know, again, I'm going through Cowboy Bebop, 3 episodes every day. So far, every episode has been really great. It has really good music, too. I've always loved the type of blues jazz in the background. Yep. You know, technically it's a raccoon, so you should probably rephrase that. And I'll tell you this, Alan. Most of the time in anime, if they aren't full on dating, even then, usually the person doesn't f the lady ever, or until the very, very end. And even then, it's mostly just a kiss and we don't see much more. If they're full on date anime, then we only get a lot of, you know, we get to see a lot of the skin, but we never actually get to see a lot of intercourse. Most of that is also actually saved for the end. For some bewildering reason, Japan, despite being easily the most objectifying of females, when it's that type of thing, are also really respectful and don't give you the goods. I think it's because they want you to essentially stay hooked until the very end. Sly bastards. I really liked it too. The reason it really hooked me was because there was so much mental torture. Like, can you imagine being on your own, like, and not being able to taste food, not getting the flavor from it? That type of stuff can actually literally tear you down to pieces. That's a legitimate thing. You know, being alone, having everybody just despise you for no reason, nobody will listen to you. You're almost impossible to vent your frustration on anything. And again, you cannot even have the enjoyment of food for you. It was powerful, and it really hooked me. And it was just lovely to see. And I thought it was a legitimate good character moment when he, you know, learned to let somebody else's in. It was good. And I'm also pretty, you know, I'm very big on character. I enjoy looking into that quite a lot. Thinking about it, reflecting about it. What do you mean, weird flex? Can you explain? Ah, okay. That makes sense. So I think that's all the animes I currently have. Funnily enough, not really. Let's see. I mean, there are some, like... Push your main character to his limits. Ooh, yeah. I mean, Dragon Ball. My bro is going through it, and he tells me, you know, it has good. Yeah. Yeah. It can be too much, right? Fairy Tail is also a good one of being pushed to the limit. What else that is, you know, really pushing you to the limit? And also an anime that isn't getting cancelled midway through. Oh, speak. But yeah, Tokyo Ghoul. That seems like something to consider on my part too. Wait a minute, haven't I heard of that before? You know what, I'm gonna search it up. You made me curious, Alan. There was actually one thing that struck me, actually. I think there was... I'm gonna check it out now, see if I recognize it, okay? Don't judge me yet! Ah, yes, this one. Yeah. I've checked a little bit of it out, actually. I haven't watched the entire thing. I love the kind of woman who can kick my ass. Oh, seriously, that Cowboy Bebop, it's great. I don't know. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. There was one more thing, maybe. I mean, you can laugh. You're fully welcome to laugh, but I still watch Pokemon to this very day. You know, casually, nothing hardcore. I'll say the most recent season is weak as hell. Ugh, it's so weak. To this day, season 10 to 13 is easily the best. Not much more to say than that. Some of the moves are also really good in that period, funnily enough. Really hit its peak there. What's wrong with appreciating something small, adorable, and, you know, loving? Don't we all just want to get that chance to feel something that is warm and loving once in a while, and then go back to something absolutely brutal? Oh, the Common Slayer stuff. I gotta call it. I like him, but... Oh yeah, I absolutely want to watch that movie. In what, God, what are you referring to right now? When it comes to the stripping thing? Because that happens in a lot of animes. Can you be specific? And yeah, Sword. That Detective Pikachu thing, I am absolutely gonna check that out. Are you kidding me? Otherwise, you seen Goblin Slayer, right? Actually, I haven't. The name didn't really intrigue me. Is it good? Of course, of course. Yeah. No surprise there, right? Let me guess, they hid it in darkness, right? Ah. Oh, yeah. Seen that. I do think that it's probably some legal thing, because if you actually... there are, you know, mangas, you know, the actual comics. Sometimes they are actually more fleshed out than the animes, many times. They do actually show you the goods, sometimes. Not always. Sometimes it's blocked on both. It really depends on what type of anime we're talking about. If it is a dating one, they're a little more free about showing it. If it's not, then they usually keep it to themselves. Ah, fair enough. Boring? Well, it depends on what you find. I'll be honest, most of it is boring shit. Most of it is pretty bad. Some of it, though, can be really awesome. But they are hard, and it's not worth digging through all that garbage to find the gems. I do. But yeah. Good question, actually, Alan. So, I mean, Rise of the Shield Hero does actually have its own manga. So, I mean, you can check that out if you want to get... if you want to go ahead. Although it doesn't, you know, get as much beautiful action. Other animes. There are other mangas. Yeah, exactly, Alan. Good thinking. You shouldn't. The episodes are actually pretty good. I actually have compared the... I've looked up the manga for the episodes that have been released, and I've compared them. They actually fit pretty well together. You don't actually miss out anything by watching the original anime. Sometimes the anime actually does better than the original manga, which just makes me so happy. But there was something I was gonna say. Some mangas are like the Shitari Dragon or something like that. I have no idea. But I thought that one was pretty cute, but it's only like 8 episodes. Pretty long pages, but nah. 1? Yes, I did! Freaking... I liked that. I liked how her tail just spiked out there. It was cool. And how she threw that motherfucking asshole cunt out the window. That was nice. That was satisfying. It was a really good character piece. Really enjoyed it. So, it actually got a lot of good feeling in only 20 minutes. And I can always appreciate that. You know, I want to see that frickin' princess get brutalized. My god, I haven't hated a female character that much since Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter. And I'll tell you, there are few characters I hate more than that. Like, Jesus, you just want to take the most brutal weapon possible and just freaking shred her face with it. I get to think about the Bioshock, you know, grappling hook, just into her face, just... Or, I don't know, do the Warhammer 40k equivalent of taking a chainsaw to her. Rim rim, motherfucker, rim rim. By the way, if you ever want to see how Space Marines kill stuff in Warhammer 40k, ask me, and I will play that game. And I will show you. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gory as all god. It's beautifully gory. Hey, that's not very nice, Sword. I like it. I've read it so many times. Why do you have to hate everything I love? Can't we be friends? Yeah. Well, yeah, the most recent Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, it made me sad and upset. Like, when we got to like a third of the movie, The Crimes of Grindelwald, it made me basically start yelling out, "This is not how you write movies! Story doesn't work like that!" Look, the normal Harry Potter books are actually good. I've analyzed them. I've looked through them. Yeah, J.K. Rowling has really gone off the deep end, like, after her wonder. But I honestly think Harry Potter's good. It's decent. It's pretty good. Snape is one of my favorite characters in all of literature, honestly. Oh, Alan! Oh! Yeah. But yeah, that Crimes of Grindelwald movie pissed me off and made me sad at the same time. It is rare when I see something like that. Or actually, no. I have felt similar feelings for Star Wars Episode 8. But that is a topic that can go on for hours. So should we really do that? I could. I really could. But let's go back to something that we actually all like. Anime, right? Honestly, I think I'm out of animes to recommend. Cowboy Bebop, excellent. Yeah. And we're also very excited about the Pokemon movie. And, yeah. Actually, Brutal Ones. Yeah, I think I actually might have one. Yeah, I checked out Drifters. I thought it was really weird. Although I did like the frickin' just airplanes showed up in like a medieval setting and just started Gatling gunning stuff. That was fun. Cowboys, samurais. You just, like, whatever exists, just fuck it. Like, we can do whatever we want. There's something really liberating and fun about that. But okay, brutal ones. I think I have some really good ones. Come on. If I remember it, I'll tell you. You know, that is very true, Alan. And that is also the reason why you should be very careful when you select an anime. You need to select one that has already, been decided to go the long way. Because, from what I understand, manga, because all these animes are based on it, is very competitive. It's like so many people do it, so few succeed. And only the ones who really stay gets to stay. And so the ones who are in the middle, who gets really popular, it really takes time for them to get enough support to really start going, But yeah, Attack on Titan, I mean, you probably, yeah, I heard that one is pretty brutal. I haven't actually seen it myself. Because I'm not actually that much of a fan of super brutal stuff. I prefer mine to be a little more character building, a little more positive, in a way. I would recommend my favorite manga, but I don't think you two would like it, so I'm not gonna bother. The Royal Family. Otherwise, there is actually... Okay, I might. Just give me a second, I'll tell you one thing. You could consider Ruby. Me and Dashi are considering on getting into it. We might even watch it together on stream. I would recommend Pokemon, especially Season 10, 11, and 12. I think 13, or maybe they stop at 12, I'm not sure. Those are legitimately good, and the movies of 10, 11, and 12, and even 13 are actually legitimately good. I'll tell you, don't worry. Alright, if you're not into it, then that's fine. Don't watch the more recent Pokemon, it's pretty bad. And if you don't like furry shit, then you're not gonna like the manga I would personally recommend. Although it's not like that. It's not like that. I was gonna say one more thing before I started this. No, I don't think so, actually. So, before I tell you my favorite manga, I would like to ask you, have you two watched Zootopia? No. Hell no. Goddamn no. Alright, Alan, then you'll understand it. Sorty, have you seen Zootopia? Alan! Restraint, man! Restraint! Restraint! Come on! Yeah. Alright, good. Then you'll understand what I'm talking about. So, it is a manga about... that is literally called Kitten and Her Bodyguards. And it's essentially about this... picture The Godfather, Zootopia, and The Bodyguard, the movie, mixed together. What do you get? You get a manga that is called Miss Kitten and Her Bodyguards. And it's essentially this one thing where this, like, dogs who are, you know, like Zootopia, you know, grown, you know, who are bodyguards with pistols and stuff. No, damn it. And, they all protect her because her father, she's like 11 years old, so her father is like the Godfather, a super incredible crime boss. And this is honestly just sweet and charming story about their day-to-day lives. And it's really funny because it can go between like being, oh my god, you're so absolutely adorable, to anybody who tries to freaking harm her is gonna get freaking eviscerated. I'm gonna freaking murder your ass. It's pretty cool. It's also very subtle in its writing. And no, I have never watched Hello Kitty. I don't intend to. That is not my style. It's really funny because in that manga, if Lady Anna, as she is named, tells you to jump, you jump. If she tells you to stand still, you stand still. And she's like a toddler, so it's really funny. It's adorable. And the character's actually really well done, considering how little, how short the episodes are. Worth considering, perhaps, if you like that sort of thing, but, you know, that's up to you. It's pretty cool. Gangster, like Zootopia characters, and a nice, cool sense of, you know, the bodyguard, all mixed together. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, I'll check out the video. Why not? In my web browser seems to be a little off. Wow. It's updating, okay. Okay, meanwhile, this thing is like updating. You know, Sword, you're not very nice. You're not very nice at all. Can't you just be nice to people? Ah, fascinating question. Right, so that format, they actually branch off quite a lot, depending. But the original idea of being transported to another world, it's essentially a kind of a cheap excuse to make your character smarter, you know, and, you know, overpowered in some way. Okay. But most stories, yeah, revolve around a character who dies or gets teleported. It doesn't actually really matter in the long run where they come from. And they get brought back. And either they get a shit ton of, you know, they just become overpowered like gods. Or they get sent on this quest. Or they get a power that is very weird. But they can use it for OP reasons. One example was that one guy was literally teleported to a RPG setting. And his cooking skills were really high. That was all he could do. He had no combat, but he was really good at cooking. So what he did was he made meals, and so the people eating it was like, this is some of the most delicious stuff ever. People just really start worshipping the guy because he makes such good food. The gods have an interest in his delicious food. Like this god animal literally just like, take me in, because I want to eat your food. And, you know, that sort of thing. Man, Alan, you are just wild. Wild. Those are the three options, you know. You get brought back, super powered, sent on a quest, or, you know, power with a weird power. Then there are the branches. Then they can either spawn and, you know, be really wronged, and they have to, you know, they become vengeful. Some of these stories become really dark. And I think the fifth option is a little bit of a mixture in between these. And if you want to find these, usually if the manga starts with tenshi, it's a Japanese word. I think it's like that reincarnation it stands for, or something, I don't know. There is actually a good manga that I would actually recommend, which is like Tenshi Shitari Dragon, where a guy just wakes up in an egg, in a forest, in the middle of fucking nowhere, where like freaking everything tries to kill him, and he's just trying to evolve and just freaking survive and become stronger, and it's actually pretty cool. He is super MMO-ish, so it's pretty good. It only has 8 episodes, but they're pretty long, so, I mean, if you want to kill a good hour, you can go and check that out. Right now, I am talking about a manga, so if you don't like that, then ignore what I just said. But yeah, it's called like Shitari Dragon or something like that. So if you want to find it, there are actually 2 good websites that I use to check for good manga in this pile of garbage. It's like, what is it? Yeah, actually something like that. Although I think, let me actually look this up. You can use Manga Rock, that's literally what it's called, and no, not that one. Where is it called? I know, right? I have no idea what Shitari means, but I do think it's called like reincarnated or transformed into. It's the same thing with Temsi Shitari Slime, which is, you know, reincarnated as a slime or something like that. Which is really funny because he becomes like the most powerful bastard of a slime ever, and, you know, he can absorb stuff, and he essentially, you know, he's a good person, so he does a little bit of statesman building with monsters that just serves him. So it's pretty funny, I suppose. Although I do feel it's a little bit But I would say that most of the time all you have to do is just type in read manga online and you get to a good website that can just fill you right. And some are even, you know, popular and stuff. Weird, like. A ninja. I like it. Honestly, I wear this because I don't want to just wear straight up t-shirt because it actually doesn't look that good. This is to just make me look like I wear more than, you know, just look a little more professional. Oh, what the Alan, dude, you flipped me off. I'm confused now. Yeah, it's Warframe. It's called Umbra. Excalibur Umbra. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Extremely pissed off, too. You gotta admit that having a good scarf in the right way makes the man just so much better. I actually don't know why he wears it, but, okay, I actually do kind of know why he wears it, but those are spoilers, and I don't want to discourage you from not playing Warframe and getting to that story bit. Let's just say that there is a reason why he has that. And it's not that he's cold, okay? Nothing to do with the cold. Anyway, I was gonna look for if I can recommend it. Well, fair enough. But ultimately, if you like free games, but games that are very grindy, you will like this game. I do. That is fair enough, Alan. That's completely fair enough. And so, that is why I'm here. I play it so you don't have to. Kind of like the Nostalgia Critic. Never really watched a lot of his stuff, really. But I did like his intro.
Now, just in case some of you ain't doing all this out of the kindness of your hearts.
Man, this conversation's gone on for a while. It's been great. I've really liked it. You guys need to do this more often. We need to do this more often. Oh, well, thank you. I try my best. I'm a very self-sacrificing guy. And again, Alan, if you are legitimately interested in Warhammer 40k, I'm willing to show you a Warhammer 40k game. And, you know, you can see if you kind of dig it. If you don't, well, you know. Streaming is a hard thing. And I suppose just it hollows out the niceness in you. Who knows? Who knows? Well, not here. Ka-ching. Actually, fun fact. I haven't actually told anybody this yet, but I finally got my account back on Twitch. After 2 months or something like that, I finally got it back. I'll tell you this, Alan. If you ever show up in chat again and ask about it, I will tell you about it. And if you find me in a solo stream, you can ask me and I will play. We could do that perhaps. Usually I have the most time now when I'm streaming, so it's like the best time. But I could invite you on a Skype channel. We could talk as I'm playing, perhaps. I don't know. If you ever want to, you can just ask me as I'm playing Warframe. It's like, hey, I want you to play that Warhammer 40k game. I can do that for you. See ya, mate. This was great. Have an awesome one.
Let's check what's next.
Alright. Let's do this. My pleasure. It was great that you could be here. Oh my god, loading. And remember, Cowboy Bebop, watch it.
Too easy. I expected more. I deserve a challenge.
Stab. Good 12 months. Seems alright to me. Load, 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 load. I wonder if my game just crashed again. I think I just crashed. Okay. This is probably actually a good place to stop because this is gonna take a while for this game to start back on. So instead of doing that, I think I'll end the stream a little bit early. Yeah, you might not have gotten a lot of Warframe content, but you got some good advice on animes, right? So, hey. Maybe it's worth following that advice. Who knows, right? Alright, well, thank you so much for watching this. If you enjoyed it, hit the like. If you hated it, you can dislike. I mean, I don't think that does much, but it might. Although, it would probably be better to just like it anyway. Yeah, see ya, sorry. And, of course, to quote a certain Dashi that is not here, the ShadyGoats community never sleeps, never rests, does not know fear, does not know anything, and will just always be up on Discord, so totally follow that Discord stuff. Until then, I'll see ya, who knows, tomorrow? Let's hope so. Have an awesome one, fellas.